Cool colors create a calming effect, helping viewers feel relaxed and introspective. Now let's make a quick example about how color can change your interpretation of an image. Now let's make a quick example about how color can change your interpretation of an image using warm and cool colors. We are going to use an image of a grandmother and her granddaughter. If we use warm colors, it could mean that the character that we are seeing are happy together, since it represents a calm and brighter scene. In the other hand, if we set this same image with darker colors, it gives a different message. We could even imagine a tragic story about these characters being found lifeless, and with this sudden change, it turns to be a melancholic memory. Now we're going to learn how to place the colors that imagine that you already make your color palette, so learn how to place them in an illustration. Knowing where to place each color can enhance composition, create visual flow, and establish mood. By strategically placing colors, we guide the viewer's eye, emphasize focal points, and convey emotion more effectively. Let's work with different color schemes to explore how to balance warm and cool colors to create a harmonious piece. Before we start placing colors, it's important to establish the focal point and background of the illustration. The focal point is where you want the viewer's attention to go first, while the background supports this focus without competing for attention. Our choosing color scheme enhances this relationship by making the focal point stand out. For example, high contrast colors around the focal point can make it more noticeable, while more subdued colors in the background help it recede. For example, in a triadic color scheme, we use three colors evenly spaced on the color wheel, like red, yellow, and blue. Triadic schemes are vibrant and balanced, as each color is distinct yet related. To avoid to avoid overwhelming the composition, it's best to choose one dominant color and use the other two as supporting or accent colors. Place the dominant color on the main subject, while the supporting colors can be used in the background or secondary elements. An analogous color scheme uses colors next to each other on the color wheel, like red, orange, and yellow. This creates harmony and natural flow in the illustration. For placement, use the middle color as the main color for the focal point and the neighboring colors for the background or supporting elements. This allows accuracy that is easy on the eyes and evokes a specific mood or atmosphere. Analogous schemes are great for creating unity and a specific mood in your artwork, since the color flow naturally from one to the next, they blend easily, making them ideal for scenes that benefit from a smooth transition and cohesive color feel. In an analogous color scheme, we generally pick one color as the main or dominant color, which will capture the viewer's attention. The other neighboring colors serve as support, helping blend the scene smoothly and provide subtle accents. Choose one color as the main color. This should be the color that best represents the mood you're trying to convey and should be used around the focal point or subject. The neighbor colors act as supporting colors. These can be used in surrounding areas, backgrounds, or as accents around the focal point to provide depth and richness without overwhelming the primary color. Adjust the brightness or saturation of the supporting colors to create variety while maintaining harmony. Darker values of the supporting colors can be placed in shadows, while lighter values can add highlights. This adds dimensionality and depth to your illustrations. A complementary color scheme uses two colors opposite each other on the color wheel. This combination is great for creating vibrant contrast, especially when one color is dominant and the complementary color is used as an accent. For example, you could choose one color for the background or general environment and use its complementary color to highlight the focal point. This method keeps the composition balanced but also adds visual excitement. Now let's practice with different color schemes we reviewed throughout the class. The idea is to follow a cute but also cool girl concept. Before we dive into the practical application, let's briefly recap what complementary colors are when they're placed side by side, enhance each other's vibrancy. They create visual interest and can help to highlight the focal points in your artwork. In the case of pastel blue and pastel pink, their softness allows for a playful yet serene combination, making them perfect for a variety of themes, such as springtime scenes, children's illustration, or romantic composition. We are also using analogous colors, which remember are groups of three colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. In our case, pastel blue and pastel pink are joined by pastel purple, forming a beautiful palette. Forming this beautiful palette. Using these colors together allows you to create a soothing and harmonious look that feels balanced and cohesive. Now let's discuss how to compose your illustration using these colors effectively. Choose one color as your dominant color. For this example, we'll use blue as the primary color for the background. A large area of blue will create a calming backdrop, reminiscent of a clear sky. This sets a tranquil mood for your illustration, with a pop of color using pink for the focal point. For the next, incorporate purple background color. You can use pastel pink for foreground elements like characters or decorative accents. This layering creates visual interest and depth while maintaining harmony throughout the piece. To effectively use these colors, it's crucial to create depth and balance within your illustration. You can try varying values of the analogous colors to add dimension. For instance, use a darker shade of blue in the background to suggest distance and a softer, lighter blue in the foreground to bring elements closer. Incorporating deeper shades of purple for midgard elements will enhance the sense of depth, creating a three-dimensional feel. And for this example, I use blue for almost everything and pink only for the focal point. This pairing creates a harmonious flow which can evoke emotion of warmth, playfulness, and creativity, making it ideal for many different styles of illustration. And for this last one, you can also don't make any color combination and just use monochromatic palette, varying on values only. Remember, with blending purple and pink in areas where they meet, you can create grading. Please delete this last part. Experiment with colors this way when making proposals. Choose colors that relate to what you're trying to represent and place them in a way that highlight the important parts of your drawing. Seeing in this way, these examples will surely make it much easier. And with this practice, we're finished. That's all for this chapter. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.